Oh, here we go. Not pumped about this. Luckily, I got my old pal Miller Lite.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. He'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
This is fun already.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Now Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Grant. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Allen to throw once more. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target.
What a
Now it'll
fun
be
game this
3rd down.
is.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. He gets it to Brown, complete. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
80 weapon. Check. Check. Hot.
Rock now on 1st down. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Block now to throw. Finds his rookie 1st-rounder. It's Noah Fant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft, his teammate T.J. Hockenson, 8th overall. He was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. On first down, Locke. The completion to Riddick. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Throwing his Lock on third down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the slip, watch the slip. Squeeze.
Running right, this is Freeman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On third down, Locke. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Let's go.
Let's see how I do.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Allen going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Throwing again. Allen. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the Broncos' 47-yard line.
Keep the ball in the
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Focus, defense, focus. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 25, check 25, check 25.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Allen from the gun on third down. And able to find John Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Something silly. We'll see if it is.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And he'll be brought
face mask.
down.
Fuck you, Justin.
Mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
See if we can get him on this draw. First and goal on the 9. I'm not going to make this. Go 9
now
yards
it's first and 10. A big
Fucking
mistake,
sucks.
especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 15, check 15.
They'll run with Darkwan.
Blown up.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
To the air. Allen. Blitz
Fucking Von Miller.
Down he goes. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Super fair game. This is fair. Love this.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 9, check 9. Safe.
Allen operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
You can tell he likes me now because it's only 10-0.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Out. Ready.
Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Philip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Rock it. Hey, switch gears.
Now it's Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This is the life.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. Now this
Fuck you, hit sticks.
by the Bills. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Middle. Check safety. Jam.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really
little
good
bit of
pickup
movement.
of 28 yards.
Let's see if we can't.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Check it back. Alert! Check 26. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down at the 21 or 22. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. No.
Allen now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
47. Check, 47. Target. Watch twins. Alert flare. Switch.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flushed it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so that he can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a 1st down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity.
Man, I missed the field goal. Oh, no.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
The announcers
we'll
are
remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
I was not able to...
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
That's fun. That's fun. Just give Justin good field position. I'm sure that will work out in my favor really well.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Come on. Justin, pick your play. This is fine. Don't worry, this is fine.
Launch 49. Your track. Hey, orbit. 49.
Block now on 1st down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Definitely got a field goal. probably going to score a touchdown. I don't have anything.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Do not give me a useful phone on me.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
This time where my guy was.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any
Hold him
of
to
them,
110
especially if it's
yards
a good receiver,
first
that makes
quarter.
things very
Yeah.
difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Pretty sure he's passing.
On second down now. It's Freeman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard
79
line
average
before
offensive
going
line
out
should
of
be doing really
bounds.
well here.
16 yards, a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
60 outlaw. Mike, watch the screen. Pass. Check three. Check three. Travis. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check three. Check three.
They'll run here with Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Hey, stand up.
It's a give to Freeman running right.
Yep.
And he is
What an
into
awesome
the
call.
end zone
His,
for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, touchdown number 15 of the year.
his best
and the
offensive lineman
Broncos
is an
pushed
idiot.
further out in front.
And he can just block all my dudes.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Get ready for this Josh Allen 2-minute drill, boys.
After the
be,
touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it
It's
away.
gonna be sad. It's gonna be like watching like a Donald Trump speech screen.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56, 56. SOS. Hey, check.
To throw again. Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Threw it probably about a
This
second too
defense has been
early.
very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be
really
the front
jittery
and the back
because
end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in
Von
coverage
Miller,
as well.
I love how you
is
put it
in
together.
either
The
of
front and
roles.
back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch out.
Pretty sure he's in the free run here.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts
He's just gonna
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Not win or anything. But it isn't entertaining, I think.
Hey, turn it up. Under 10.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Oh, and John Brown is hurt. Of course he is.
Hey, check. 21, check my house. Check. Check 13. Check 13. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
It's not like I got to kick off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, we're back in Buffalo, ladies and gentlemen.
Broncos
For the
with
rest
a
of this
lead, and they
fucking
will
shit
be
show.
receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Sure, he's returning.
That'll be
this,
taken in the end zone.
Trying to accumulate me some more.
And all that
Not so
work,
fast,
but he
Justin.
stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I think we're going to see a slightly more conservative game plan out of Mr. Sand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Exactly.
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some
These guys are rated
change-ups.
the exact
We're
same.
going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 4. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Complete out right to Jake Butt. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I knew I had no shot.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Indication. I thought it said 3 tight ends, not 3 wide receivers.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
218, chop.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for.
3
And it's
incompletions.
second down.
Forced him out on a
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Block will try again on 2nd down. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Denver.
Break. Mike, 49. 61. Matchbox, Mike. He's checking. Hey, box truck, box truck. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Block now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver
I'm just going to try to keep
touchdown.
this respectable, and I'm probably going
Noah Fant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus for the
I
extra
don't know if
point.
anyone's watching anymore.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
See what we can do here.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a give right side. Grant. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
It sucks that OBJ can't beat a guy that he's better than on the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We want it. Come on.
From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Come on. Come on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now.
And Freeman lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Check 24. Check 24. Check, 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 check. Regular.
Allen now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll
Come
throw.
on! Why, your guys are fucking everywhere!
They take to the air on the first play of the drive, and the pass just a little bit off there.
I thought there was some turbulence in the pocket there. Took him off platform, off schedule, unable to get set and make a nice throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Kill. Watch the eye.
Now Allen throwing again, buying time to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Kill. Hey, hold.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
Let's see if we can't fucking try something. I can't go to kill clock because I can't get my protection right in time. It gives me 12 seconds.
Hey, check my 8 of those, check my 21. I'm coming. Switch. Tighten up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Watch the whip.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Switch. Kill.
And here's Allen throwing on 3rd and long. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
It's now 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And my goodness,
God, another drop. Justin has
the
0 drops.
Stalls out on 4th down.
Super cool.
And
this
the Broncos will take over on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Let go.
On 1st down, Bernard avoiding the tackle. Bernard, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, Freeman. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Hey, Haywood. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let him know. Deep grip, deep grip.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 99, check 99. Half 85, half 85. What is that?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Just fucking
Von Miller in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
You don't want me. Slam, slam, slam. 36, 36.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm trying to fucking punt. God damn it.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, that's what I do.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam. Here we go.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stay with your man. Ready?
Now a give right side. It's Freeman, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike, 53. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 5.
Freeman again. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Still positive.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, here's Bernard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready up. Mike, 458's the mic. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. General West. Safety Griffin. Safety's Griffin. Now. Check 43.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Check 31, check 31.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Allen now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Check, 43. Tight go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And this will be incomplete.
That was my
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, here we go. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Stop. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 20. Hey, echo.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from...
Oh, fuck you, Justin!
Picked off by Will Parks.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the slant. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big run there by Freeman. 71 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You're really going to take it to the warning. Good job.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Go. Me. I got this. 53's the mic. 53. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down. It's Freeman, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Check. Lucky. Joker. R52.
Allen now on first down. Flushed out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Watch the shit. Check 24.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards the pickup there.
Check.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. So for our entire crew, along
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my